$1,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now to learn more.
800-262-1926. 800-262-1926. 800-262-1926. That's 800-262-1926.
You heard Now Listen. WJZD Radio, Detroit.com.
Good morning to each and every one of you around the world, across this nation, in the city of Detroit, streaming live from the city of Detroit. Good morning, Vicki. And how are you this cold winter morning? We are your new number one 24-hour streaming station that plays jazz and so much more. That's right, we surely are. We are WJZD Radio Detroit.com. This is the Rise and Grind morning on a Freestyle Friday. You got your man, Don Allen. That's me. How's everybody doing today? How are you doing, Vicki? Do you have your coffee, your cocoa? Because it's going to be a cold one today. They're talking snowstorm, blizzards, and whatnot. They've been wrong so far, but, hey, this is Michigan. We ain't new to this, we true to this. So bring it on. We've got so much going on in the city of Detroit these days. We've got the Detroit Lions playing against Matt Stafford on Sunday. We have so much going on the internet. We've got everybody's still talking about this Cat Williams interview. And I didn't get a whole lot of kickback from you guys, so let's figure out what that's all about. This hour musically, we've got a lot of great music coming up your way. Let me see what we've got here. Right now, we're checking out Brian Culbertson and Norman Brown's called Come On Up. Also on the way this morning, Denise Williams. And let's see, who else? Wait a minute, we've got something going else. Let me move some stuff around. Looks like I made some mistakes here. Me? Make a mistake? Oh, no, I see what I did. Let's move that out of the way. We don't need that. Okay, now, like I said, we have Denise Williams, Cause You Love Me, Baby. Also, Detroit's own Deion Yates. Deodato is on the way. And we've got music from Nancy Wilson, The Baby. Najee is on the way. Noel Pointer, Norman Brown, Nick Coleon, Nelson Rangel, all N's. Everybody's name begins with an N. And Bobby Hutcherson, with the exception of him. That's all this hour, musically speaking. We've got it all for you. Sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. This is the Rise and Grind morning on a Freestyle Friday. Also want to remind you guys, if you're free and you're in Detroit tomorrow, you can join me down at the Aretha Franklin Jazz Cafe inside the Music Hall as I MC for my man Smoke Jones. Him and Laura Rain, they will be performing live inside the Aretha Franklin Jazz Cafe. Want you guys to be sure and make it down there. I'm sure Smoke is going to be with us. He's going to kind of chime in during the show. Okay, yeah, that's better. Had to get my other glasses. I'm like Fred Sanford. I got a drawer full of glasses. You know what I'm saying? Get your coffee, get your juice, get your water, get yourself started on the Freestyle Friday. Your man Don Allen is here. I don't know where the heck Juan is. He has been MIA, but this is his busy season. He's doing television shows. He's doing video shoots. He's doing his radio station, and he's just super, super busy. And I'm happy for the brother, personally. I'm happy for any brother that's getting it done. You know what I'm saying? This is music from Denise Williams, 'Cause You Love Me, Baby.
There's nothing better that I like to do than sitting here cuddle up next to you, 'cause you love me, baby.
Also got to send a special shout out to everybody who came out and joined me at Day Day's place. You know, Mike Epps, Day Day. He has a nightclub right in the heart of downtown Detroit, right on Broadway, 1331 Broadway. And I hosted for Michael Eric Dyson, book author, professor at Vanderbilt, Georgetown, radio, television show, talk host. And he's from Detroit. So it was a privilege and honor to hang out with him. And Bishop Horace Sheffield and Judge Craig Strong was in the building. Don was in the building. Baby Ray Hines was in the building. I'm watching the news right now. They're saying between 2 and 4 inches if you're in Detroit, between 3 to 6 out there in the outer perimeter of the city or southeastern Michigan, and 6 and 10 inches for the majority of the state. That is west of Detroit, though. So if you got to be out there, I advise dressing warm. Get your long johns on. It's going to be one of those kind of days. Snow or not, it's going to be cold. Then it turns to rain. Then it turns back to snow. And then it gets really, really ugly. But we love you. So we're going to look out for each other. Drive slowly. Let's see where they're listening in at. Okay. They're checking us out in Dallas, Texas this morning. Good morning, Dallas, Texas. Lucky Chucky, what's happening? Kansas City, what's going on? And the majority of all of our listeners, as per usual, right here in the Motor City. Houston, Texas just popped in. I see you. Good morning. And how are you doing this morning? Yeah, I'm sorry, Chuck. I don't want to see it either, but it is on the way. Like it or not, here it comes. You know what I'm saying? For all the people who invested in snowblowers, your wish is about to come true. It is going to be ugly. That's right. Go Lions. I'm down with that. I'm really anxious to see exactly how the Detroit Lions are going to handle Mr. Stafford. Because, like it or not, he is with a very good team. The Rams are very good, very tough team. He is a very smart quarterback, and he has something our quarterback doesn't have. The ability to be mobile. He's not going to run fast, but he can run. That's all right. It's nothing the Lions can't handle. I saw this one and I had to pull it up. I just had to pull this song up. Also want to say good morning to everybody who hung out with us over at Day Day's night before last. Young lady came up, I forget her name, but she has a new board game. It's called Trap Keno, and I'm fascinated by this. I want to know more about this game. It is a game that she can bring into a restaurant or a lounge or something like that, and the entire audience can play. And I'm going to help her, see if I can help her find a couple of spots to give it or host this either. This is music from Deion Yates, Detroit's own Deion Yates. It's called Wise Guys, as he is. Deion's a card, I tell you. What's up, sis? Down in the ATL, what's happening? Good morning to everybody checking us out on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, or what's called X now or something like that. Nothing like a little sax in the morning. Love having some sax in the morning, I'm telling you. Sax, S-A-X. The other one ain't bad either in the morning, though. Good morning, Cheryl. Gene Edwards with us this morning, host of Jazzy One Jazz, heard right here on WJZD Radio Detroit.com. 10 p.m. tonight, you can check out Gene. He's going to be on and popping, baby. Now, I must say something about Imagine forced to cancel Lions playoff screenings. They were going to be showing the Lions games at Imagine Theaters. I don't know why they had to cancel it, but that seems to be a problem for everybody. It's okay, just stay home and watch TV. Perhaps if everyone stayed home and watched the game on television, they would lower the ticket prices. Are you hearing what the ticket prices for the Lions game is going for now? Are you up on this? The most expensive seat is like $4,800 so far. The cheapest seat is like $800. Say hello to Lady Dawn, Jean. I surely will. She's actually asleep, but she'll be up in a little bit. She always wakes up in the middle. Did I say that wrong? I got a classic coming up for you next. Gene's gonna like this one. This is an old school jam. He is gonna like this, and you'll probably like it too. Everybody knows this song. As soon as they hear the first couple of notes, they know who it is. I can tell it's getting cold out. I always wake up with an achy body, and your body is aching. Rose Lady, what's going on, baby? How are you this morning, darling? Are you okay? I'm still trying to find Juan myself. I don't know where he is at, but I know he's busy. If Juan is MIA, Juan making money somewhere. That's what the deal is. And everybody is still talking about this Cat Williams thing. I actually saw the video. I'm glad you're doing well. Good morning, Phenomenal Mommy. I love saying her name in the morning. Phenomenal Mommy. Ooh. But I heard the Cat Williams thing, and for the most part, this is just by my observation of other people co-signing what Cat Williams was saying. From my observation, it appears that it's all true. My question is it going to change the way you look at Steve Harvey? Because the majority of it was about him. Let's face it. So is it going to change the way that you view him? I mean, will you still watch Family Feud or watch his talk shows or listen to his morning radio program? And the thing is, he's not denying any of it, I knew you'd like this one, Gene. This is music from Dale Dotto. It's called Super Strut. As we take care of business for you on a Freestyle Friday. Be sure and check out Gene Edwards tonight at 10 p.m. right here, WJZD Radio. Bruce Moore, what's going on? But let's keep it real. In terms of the interview with Cat Williams and Shannon Sharp, in Club Shay Shay. Why he calls it Club Shay Shay, I don't know. But because I thought it was, I didn't know anything about it. I thought Cat Williams was being interviewed by a woman, Club Shay Shay, but Shay Shay is Shannon Sharp, and I'm not going to say anything about Shannon Sharp because she is a really tough character when he has to be. Gene Edwards saying good morning to Bruce. But getting back to the interview itself, I don't see where it's good to know this stuff about these guys. But I don't think it's going to detract from the Steve Harvey fans out there because his fans are loyal to his brand. But I will tell you this, when he starts telling jokes, you will start thinking, who did I hear say that before? Where did I hear that before? Because they say he was stealing other comedians' jokes. Now, I did post something on Facebook with Bernie Mac giving an innuendo to not, as a comedian, don't do your material in front of certain other comedians because they'll steal your stuff. I wonder if he was talking about Steve. Now, what did disturb me was when I heard that Steve Harvey went, when Bernie Mac was doing the Oceans movies, Oceans 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever, all those movies with that wonderful cast of actors. Good morning, Barbara. It did disturb me to hear that Steve Harvey went behind Bernie's back and said he'd do the movie for less money, and if he just, if they'd use him instead of Steve. And then when Bernie found out about it, it kind of got under his skin. I thought that was a bad move. If you're a person's friend, you're supposed to be happy for that person that they've achieved something good. What do you think about that? I think now that would kind of rub me the wrong way. Anthony Henderson, what's going on, Big Ant? Dietrich is with us this morning. Good morning, everybody. It kind of disturbed me also that all of these comedians, tremendously talented comedians, it disturbed me that they all do it. What's up, Big Anthony? Checking in from Kansas City. You going to the KC versus Miami? 6 degrees on Saturday. You are a braver man than I am. I'm going to be watching the, what's up, Jerome Melton? I'll be watching the game right here. Here's this big 65-inch screen right there. I wish I could turn the camera. But it disturbs me that, someone would go behind you and try to steal what you have attained. I guess all is fair in friendship and war in that situation. One would think that all of these comedians got along. They put on a great facade that they all get along. And apparently this is just simply not the case. In my opinion, it's enough money out there for everybody. If you're not as funny as the next guy, it would appear to me that you have to study harder, read the news, and you can find, like D.L. Hughley. And he was mentioned in the interview as well, but I don't think there was anything too negative about D.L. Hughley being said, primarily because D.L. Hughley uses all of his own material. I mean, the political jokes, and they are based on truth, if they're not 100% true. That's why I love D.L. Hughley. See, my favorite comedians I have a mixed bag. D.L. Hughley. I love Bernie Mac. Love me some Bernie Mac. Cedric the Entertainer. But then I have to start, Cat Williams. Then I have to start reaching back. I'm a George Carlin fan, Rodney Dangerfield. I go back into the old guys. Rose Lady says, unfortunately, it's this way in most industries, and especially the music industry. You're absolutely right. Hey, Cynthia, what's going on, baby? Welcome to Freestyle Friday. We're just chatting about the interview with Cat Williams again, because it's hot. It's still a hot topic, And Rose Lady says it's not only prevalent in the comedy arena, but it is prevalent in the musical arena as well. But, say if I'm a musician, I'm a guitar player, and I go up and I do some Pat Metheny stuff, that's not copying, that's just doing a cover, because that's what it is, And I imagine if you acknowledge them when you're a musician, it's different than when you are doing a joke, doing stand-up comedy. I mean, if I'm playing it, this song was originally done by Pat Metheny. This is my take on it, The Girls Next Door. Then I go into the song and I do it with my twist on it. Now, that's not copying. That's called covering a song. So you hear a lot of cover bands out there that sing other people's stuff. That's not copying. But if I'm a comedian and I tell you about two guys walk into a bar and there's a moose sitting at the end of the bar, and this is something I heard from some other comedian, then now that's copying. You know, you follow me? So isn't that just like covering this guy's joke? You know, so I guess all that the guys that really don't have a dog in this race are the guys who do impressions. Jamie Foxx, and what's the other guy's name who does the impressions of Eddie Murphy and all of that? Because everyone can't do those things, they don't have that type of skill. This is the Rise and Grind Morning, using Deodato in the background, Super Strut. Still on the way, Nancy Wilson, Najee, Noel Pointer, Norman Brown, Nick Corleone, Nelson Rangel. I just went down the end column. And we will close out the hour with Bobby Hutcherson. So, I mean, did what Cat Williams say affect you on a positive light on him and a negative one on, Steve Harvey? Or are you still pro Steve Harvey, beyond the sharp clothes? I mean, the man is still very entertaining. Is he the greatest comic ever? Nah. But when you say great comic to me, I start going back in history to guys when I was a kid. Rodney Dangerfield did his own thing. He was high every freaking night. Nobody ever said anything about that. This man, word has it, this is not me. I'll tell you what, we'll talk more about it in just a minute, okay?
New home for jazz and so much more. WJZD Radio Detroit.
We all get busy every day. There's work, the market, driving around town. And if you've got kids, you're the go-to person to make sure they're taken care of. You just want to relax, but there's a problem. Clothes on the bed, toys on the couch, rest is going to have to wait. It's time to call Adrian's Divine Heart and Hands Personal Concierge Service. She'll bring order to your home with a deep cleaning that will leave your home spotless, fresh and clean the way you like it. For your home or office, from top to bottom, Adrian's Divine Heart and Hands does laundry and even some small home repairs. You're busy. Call Adrian's Divine Heart and Hands at 947-985-8757. That's 947-985-8757. Adrian's Divine Heart and Hands. Next to your home, your car is probably the most important thing you own. If you're looking for a great car shop that genuinely cares about giving your car the best possible service, well, we found it. Go to Magic Quick Lube in Madison Heights. They're at 31371 John R. in Madison Heights, Michigan. At Magic Quick Lube, they stand out from the competition by giving you more than just an oil change. Magic Quick Lube does repair work to your car to keep you on the road. And they have weekly discounts to keep it affordable. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 until 7, on Saturday from 8 until 6, and Sundays from 10 till 5. Magic Quick Lube at 31371 John R. in Madison Heights. Call 248-307-1065. When you want an oil change and more, go to Magic Quick Lube.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more.
800-262-1926. 800-262-1926. 800-262-1926. That's 800-262-1926.
And we are back on WJZD Radio, the Rise and Grind Morning. Your man, Don Allen. I had to stop the music because we have to read this. What Barbara stated, let's see, let's go to the screen. I posted it on the screen. Barbara says she loves Bernie Mac and Richard Pryor. She feels bad for Cat Williams. Not her favorite interview. I think that was not necessary at all. And basically, what he was saying, it wasn't like he came out to just throw the shade, but it sounds to me almost as if he were provoked by it. And it got up under his skin. Cat has been very vocal about the way the industry and the way other comedians approach him for a very long time. This is not brand new, so don't get it twisted. I think because these are murmurs that I had heard throughout the industry for quite a few years. I just never said anything until it boiled up, until it got on Club Shay Shay, and it came out. And Cat let it all fly. Do I think that they should be doing it? It's not anybody's business. However, in an industry where you write your own material and you get on stage and you've worked and cultivated your talent so that you can be a comedian, because let's face it, it's a hard hustle. You have to risk getting on stage and making this room full of 2,000 and 3,000 people laugh in unison, And if you miss your mark, it takes timing, it takes memory, it takes skill. If you miss your mark, you know what happens to people who get on stage and suck in Detroit? Come on. Every one of us in Detroit has been to a concert, because Detroit's a hard audience. If they don't like you, they will boo you off stage. We do. That's what we do in Detroit. And it's sad, but you shouldn't have got in front of us until you were absolutely prepared, ready to do it right. Jay Chappelle, he came here, he did a show, he was high, he said when he did the show, and nobody liked it. They booed him, and the great Dave Chappelle, yes, they did. Cheryl says, watch out, some people are only around to get what you've got, and they pose as people who are close to you. Very, very, very true. We've all had people like that. Let's get some music back under me, because,
WJZD Radio Detroit.com.
You better ask somebody.
You're so late.
One of my favorite
Getting
artists of all
home
time.
from the office.
This is the baby,
Then I'd say,
Nancy Wilson.
darling.
If you guys have never heard this record, you really need to hear it. It's called Guess Who I Saw Today.
Darling.
Good morning, John B. What's happening, my boy? My brother.
Or maybe we're caught in the rain, however, it's a very little important.
And Gaston Brewer with us this morning. We are still teetering on the Cat Williams,
Can I get you a quick martini?
Cat Williams interview.
I'll
And
have any number.
what's up, baby? I see you. Dawn with us this morning. Gene told me to tell you good morning.
I've had
Quite a day.
quite a day too.
Guess who I saw today? Interesting storyline on this song. We'll get back to the Cat Williams thing in a second.
Guess who I saw today, my dear?
Now you got to hear Gwen and Charles Scales do this
Shop
song.
around for something new.
That's when I first heard it.
I thought I'd stop and have a bite when I was through.
Listen to the storyline.
I looked around for someplace near.
This is a song for all cheaters out there.
And it occurred to me where I had parked the car.
Lori Hawkins.
There was this most attractive French cafe and bar.
Samara
It
Joy
really
kills
wasn't
this song too.
very far.
Oh, we've got to hear her do it, because every time I see Gwen and Charles, I had Gwen. You know what you got to do,
The waiter showed me to
and
a
she will accommodate me by singing this song.
And as my
Rondell Chase, good morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind. Eric
became
Daniel.
accustomed to the gloom, I saw two people at the bar.
Saw two people at the bar.
Who were so in love, even I could spot it. And I was clear across the room.
Sitting across the room. They didn't see me. I saw them.
Guess who?
Guess who I saw?
Guess who I saw today, my dear? I've never been so shocked before. I had it blown through the door. They didn't see me as I was passing through.
Guess who I saw today?
Guess who I saw today?
Guess who I saw?
Guess who I saw today?
You said you was at work.
Guess who I saw today?
Lying ass.
I saw.
All right, bring it up, bring it up. Shout out to every brother or sister who's caught their better half. Saw you with somebody else. You're cheating, low down, dirty. One of my favorite records of all time. Nancy Wilson. Guess who I saw today? Cynthia Willis says, oh, yes, she does. Samara Joy throws a bit of Lately by Stevie Wonder in her version. Oh, I got to go see this. This is music from Najee. We're in the in file today. Nancy, Najee, Noel, Norman, Nick, and Nelson, all in a row. But we're talking about Cat Williams and the interview. So my question, hold on. So my question for you, does it mean we're going to look at Cat Williams in a different light for disclosing the truth about Nancy? Let's not get it twisted, because Jim Carrey, the great Jim Carrey, phenomenal actor, funny guy. He's not a comedian, but he's a funny man. He left the industry for the same reasons that Cat Williams and who was that other comedian, Barry Miller, he was one of Richard Pryor's writers at one point, and he was a stand-up comic as well. I forgot his name. It'll come to me in a minute. But anyway, Jim Carrey left the industry for all the same reasons that Cat Williams described, because Cat Williams not only just went hard on Steve Harvey, but he went hard on the industry as a whole. That thing about wearing a dress, I mean, whoever runs Hollywood, they have this thing to show that you will be an honorable servant. We will make you very, very, very wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. But to show your allegiance, they make you put on a dress publicly. And, there are guys that do it all day anyway because they like doing it. But guys who are heterosexual, and they're like, okay, here's what we want you to do. We want you to put on a dress, and we want you to go on stage or on camera and prove to everybody. Thus, you get the Big Mama's Place. Medea, I'm not sure if that was part of it, but Medea is a whole different ball game. Kevin Hart has done it. All of them have done it at one point or another. I think the shtick with men wearing women's clothes, for a laugh, for a joke, a ha-ha, is played out, personally. I don't see the humor in it, and that's one of the things. Hey, Rondell. That is one of the things that you must do. It's like kissing the ring. Then and only then will we allow you to achieve a level of success. Hollywood's a hard place over there. It is. And I've heard all the weird things, all of the unique and bizarre things that go on. I've heard about the parties where, in order for you to make it into this industry, you have to participate in certain activities at these private parties in these hidden locations, and they tell you what to do just to get them off. They get a kick, they get a rush out of being able to tell you what to do. And it's been going on for decades, for years, for centuries. Well, I won't say centuries. For decades, this has been going on. Cheryl says, my lesson too, I had a business partner who tried to take my salon from me. Thought she was a friend, always talking Jesus, but thanks God for removing her. Yeah, you got to be vigilant, because there are those who will come up in your face and smile in your face as though they're your friends. Beware. It takes a long time for you to earn my trust. I will say that. You know, if they want to be your friend, it's worth their wait. It's worth them waiting for you to see and learn about a person, because over time, a person's going to show you their true hand. That's why you just don't jump into bed with somebody and become, hey, we friends, all of a sudden. You have to know a person's move before you let them in your circle. Once you do, now there are some good ones out there. They will play the game as long as it takes to achieve their desired results, even at your expense. You know, I have a very small circle, very, very small circle, and I like it that way. You know, a lot of people do know me, but everybody that you meet can't be your friends. And it's far beyond time that most of us need to know this. Sad but true. Everybody will not be your friend. They do not mean you well. So, just sit back, relax. The person wants to get in your circle, make them earn it. Make them earn your trust. After all, you're worth it. At the end of the day, you are worth it. The only you got. And when Dawn and I got together, or back together, we had this conversation several times. And because Dawn and I have been through a lot. And she asked me one question. Not once, but several times. That question was, why me? And each time I had to come up with, I had to express myself honestly with the proper answer. And after this, she's going to come in this studio and be, okay, why me? Again. Oh, yeah, they'll even play the role of a husband or a wife. You're right, mommy. Kick it in overdrive. This is Noel Pointer. Latricia Griffith, good morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind. Yeah, and see, especially you women out there, because I've seen women with guys that I know their background, and true enough, we all change. We all can change. It is within us. We can change our wicked ways. Guys can, women can. I get it. That's why it's vital that you make a person wait, and get to know that person, because like I said, you don't meet a person on that first date. You meet their representative. You meet the guy that they want you to believe that they are. Likewise, guys, you meet the woman that they want you to believe they are. So he's going to open the door. He's going to pull the chair. He's going to pop the umbrella. He's going to hold your hand. He might even make you breakfast in bed once or twice. But consistency is key. Because once a person does something on a consistent level, you will become accustomed to that. So if they are not doing that from the get-go, then he all of a sudden starts to doing it, that's a flag. I ain't saying a red flag, that's a flag. But if he's doing it from the get-go and then he stops, there's your red flag. And listen very carefully to what people say. Write it down if you have to. Get a calendar, type it in, be like, okay, she said that she was going to be out of town this week. And then you look on Facebook and a picture that she just posted. Now, that's always not true evidence, because she could have had that picture in her file and just said, look, I'm going to post this. Boop. But he or she will try to make it a point not to go to places where you two normally would go. Guys out there say, Don, you spitting the game. Yeah, I am, because I'm 64. I don't play these games. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I was a really ugly person back in the day. Dawn will tell you. You have to understand, people don't always mean they're here for your betterment, for your good. They're not going to support you. They'll smile in your face and be like, that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? There are guys out there right now who don't like me because I got this station. Didn't think, they tried to tell me that I shouldn't be doing this years ago. 8 years ago, I have two individuals. I told Dawn who they were. Two individuals that told me, Don, you know, you're not going to make no money with that. I don't see why you're doing it. You know, nobody's going to listen to it. And today, 500,000 listeners later, they're still like, no, nobody listen to that. Those are haters. And in life, you must have haters. Let me share that with you. In this life, you must have some haters. Because that's how you know you're doing it right. Good morning, Nikki. Hey, baby, how you doing? But be advised, you know, all this came out of the Cat. This is all a takeaway from the Cat Williams interview. Everybody who smile in your face and say they want to be in your circle should not be there. There should be a trial period. I knew Smoke Jones would be here. There should be a trial period before you allow them in your circle. Good morning, Smoke Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, especially all of you ladies, you want to hear something smooth? Join me tomorrow night at the Aretha Franklin Jazz Cafe as I MC for my brother like none other from another mother, Mr. Smoke Jones and Laura Rain. We will be in the house. It's for those of you who've never been to the Aretha Franklin Jazz Cafe, you know how you go to Music Hall? It's right inside Music Hall, right when you walk in the front door, go down a few stairs, boom, you're in the club. Smoke, are the tickets on Eventbrite? Are the tickets on Eventbrite? Let everybody know what we can get, you know, the tickets for the show, Smoke. You know, you with me now. I'll post it right here where I got this post. This is the Rise and Grind Morning Freestyle Friday. Here we go. This is my man Norman Brown. He calls it Liddy. And still to go, Nick Coleon, Nelson Rangel, and Bobby Hutchison. We started at 8 p.m. and tickets are available at Eventbrite. Let's see. Here it is right there. Now, everybody, see this link? See this link right here on the screen? This is where you get your tickets for Smoke Jones tomorrow night at the Aretha Franklin Jazz Cafe inside the Music Hall. Don says you can't share too much information with people. You might have to shut your damn mouth sometimes, and that's my biggest fault because I'm fearless. You know, I'll tell you something, and you can't do nothing about it because I'm going to tell you something. If you're able to take something from me, it was not for me to have. Okay, wait a minute. Is that the same link? I hope that's the right link. Smoke put the link up twice. So if you're watching the screen right there on the column with all the chats, just click that link. Tickets available at Eventbrite tomorrow night. Showtime's at 8 p.m. I'll be your host. And I'm coming in sharp too, Smoke. You better come G'd up, bro. You know how I roll. I'll be your MC, Smoke Jones, Laura Rain, at the Aretha Jazz Cafe. It's Brian Culberson's birthday today, and I did play some Brian Culberson today, Dawn. That's Dawn's favorite, I had to say that. But getting back to what we were talking about, be careful who you let in your circle. It is vital that you always be aware. Don't shield yourself totally. You have to be brave in this thing called life. You have to, if you like somebody, give it a try. Yeah, you might get hurt, but we've all been hurt. We still standing. And I'm gonna say it like my auntie would say, ain't nary one of us ain't never been hurt and you still here. That means they were not able to get through. You better be Smoke. I'm bringing it. Michael Salter, what's going on? Happy Friday. Stay warm as well. Reminding each and every one of you, this is the link right here on my screen. This is the link to go check out Smoke Jones and Laura Rain at the Aretha Jazz Cafe inside of the Music Hall. Showtime is at 8 p.m. I'll be your MC. I am so fired up about this. Now, I know Vince and Carol said they were going to come, and they already told me last night they have to go. They're going to Eventbrite to get their tickets. Oh, correct the link? Okay, I just posted it. This is the link right here. This is it right here. If you guys want to go. Oh, no, you ain't calling me while I'm on the air. I have to call you back. See, if you ring my phone and just the phone number comes up, I'm just going to decline. Fran Harris, what's up, baby? And how are you, dear? Fran, if you're not doing anything tomorrow, you want to hear some great, smooth vocals, come on down to the Aretha Franklin Jazz Cafe inside the Music Hall. It's a cute little club, has a wonderful bar, wonderful food. Dawn and I were there just the other night. Food's good, the drinks are fabulous. It's right inside the Music Hall. Right when you walk in the front door, go down a few steps and boom, you're there. At Smoke Jones, Laura Rain, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. I'll be your MC. It's going to be a hell of a night. But getting back to what we were talking about, who you let in your circle is up to you. I'm doing wonderful, friend. This is the link to go see Smoke Jones, incidentally. Who do you let in your circle? And I know sometimes, see, we are visual creatures, both men and women. And if you see somebody that you think is attractive and they're speaking well, they actually put T's on the end of words and S's instead of D's, like D's over here and that over there. They say these over here and that over there. You know, if they speak well. And it depends on you. Perhaps you're into guys that speak that gangsta hip-hop flow. And if that's what you like, that's fine. But as long as they're genuine to you. And let me express to you, it takes time to find out who is genuine, who is full of it, and who is really about you. And no, you can't find out in a week or two. It's going to take 6 months because he's going to slip or she's going to slip. And if they do, it's okay. If they say, baby, look, I'm sorry. I misled you. I lied on that part, but I wanted to get to know you. That they at least give you the option of putting the ball in your court so you can make the decision as to whether you want to proceed on in this relationship. Are you feeling me? My circle's so small, you could only, put it through the eye of a needle. I think, let's see. There's Dawn. There's that couple. There's that couple. I think that's it. There's 2 couples and Dawn. So there's like 6 people, me included. But you have to be careful. Otherwise, you leave yourself wide open for emotional heartbreak or just plain pissed off. Or who knows, you could let a thief in your house because they was fine. Because they were fine. You was like, come
Ladies
on over.
and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking.
This is my jam right
we are
here.
experiencing
Nick
some
Corleone,
turbulence.
buckle up. Strap yourself in. This is the Rise and Grind Morning.
Remaining your seats and
Give it to me, Nick.
your seatbelt.
Here we go. Welcome to Freestyle Friday. Your man Don Allen is here inviting you. That's right, you. I'm talking to you. Listen up. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Smoke Jones, Laura Rain, me. Aretha Franklin Jazz Cafe inside the Music Hall, 8 p.m. I want you to be there. This is the link right here on the screen for Eventbrite. Get your tickets now. Fran said my circle is 1. Well, that's not a circle. That's a line. But be very careful. Be very mindful. There are those, if you're lonely, give yourself time to be lonely. It's a wonderful time to get to know you. That's God's way of saying, I'm not ready for you to be out there with all the rest of the other people. I want to get to know you. and turn your attentions to him, he will lead you the right way. Because I had to step away from people for a while. I ain't gonna lie. Why do you think I went to Texas? I did not go to Texas to get away from snow. Although, yeah, well, that was part of it, but it was time for me. I had to get away. And then I came back. And in the words of my pastor, I'm so much gooder now. But I'm ready to handle, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. That's in my Bible. I have knowledge and wisdom because of and I understand that it's a lot better now. And very true, Dawn. Being alone and being lonely are two entirely different things. You're lonely because you want to be. If you want to be alone, that's cool. There's so many things to do when you're by yourself. Treat yourself out to dinner at a nice restaurant with real plates and forks and knives. Something a lot of people really need to do, and Dawn and I were discussing this a couple of weeks ago, taking an etiquette class. Samish, what's going on, dear? Welcome to the Rise and Grind. This is Nick Coleon. We're talking about letting people in your circle. Because if you let the wrong individual in your circle, not to diss Cat Williams, they'll get on and get out and put you on front and tell all your business. In that situation, when you're in the entertainment industry, your personal business is going to come out. Don't think you can hide it. You can't. It's all part about it being in entertainment, baby. Hey. So don't hate on Cat Williams. Actually, I respect him for coming out and saying the things that he said. And why? Because Shannon Sharp asked him. And that's what the talk show is all about. Getting information, obtaining information through a series of questions. Oh, yeah. Dawn says you'd be surprised at how many people are afraid to do things by themselves. And yes, friend, he spoke the absolute truth. Cheryl says hard being alone for a long time, but there's a lesson that may take time. Absolutely. See, God don't put no time. God does not own a watch. He doesn't care about what you have to do. He does care, and he knows what you have to do, but he always makes you take time when he wants to teach you a lesson. Good, bad, or indifferent. And when there's not a lesson, there's definitely a blessing, okay? You better get into that. Rise and Grind morning time. Laura Rain, oh my God. The stars have come out this morning. Laura Rain and Smoke Jones is with us this morning. You guys have to be at the Aretha Franklin Jazz Cafe inside the Music Hall tomorrow night, 8 p.m. This is the link right here. I got it on the screen. Just go to this link and get your tickets now for Smoke Jones, Laura Rain, and me. I'll be your MC for tomorrow night. Looking forward to it. Smoke says he's going to be sharp, but I'm going to tell you, Smoke ain't going to be but two sharp brothers in the room, and I'm going to be both of them. As we take care of you inside this hour, music from my man Nelson Rangel. Samish says, at Stair 5 at work, I have no problem with taking myself out. Just saw the color purple. I eat alone. Next man that comes into my life, he will be from the arms of my Heavenly Father. Hallelujah. Margie Weaver just said, Cat Williams gave me a thumbs up on it. That's right. And sometimes, Samish, I've just read what you said. The next man that comes into your life, he will come from the arms of your Heavenly Father. Problem is with that, God ain't gonna say, Samish, that's him right there. Life would be so much easier if it were. But he doesn't do that all the time. He'll put the right person right in front of you. And he may make it challenging for the both of you to get together. But in the end, it's a blessing. It was well worth it. So you got to learn to sit back, open your eyes, open your mind, listen carefully and get to know an individual. You know, you already like the outside of the package, but sometimes what's on the outside and what's on the inside is just two totally different things. Somebody could be beautiful on the exterior, but from the second they open their mouth, they are a very ugly person. And you all know that you know somebody like that. I know a bunch of them. Because there's some beautiful women out there, some very handsome gentlemen out there, and they look good and they smell good and they dress well and lie their ass off. Am I right? Shout out to everybody who's met that person. And if you don't know any person like that, it might be you. Jay Goody, what's up? Corey Brown, wasabi, my brother. The truth hurts and the eye is eye-opening. Corey, do you have your tickets? This is the link for Smoke Jones and Laura Raines tomorrow night at the Aretha Franklin Jazz Cafe inside the music hall. This is the link right here, Corey. Get your tickets now. Samish says, I know, but I read the red flags and don't waste time. There's an investigator. Samish said there's an investigator in it. In a previous life, Samish was Columbo, okay? Captain Fletcher open in Las Vegas. Captain, you got the guest room ready? You know I'm coming for Super Bowl, baby. See, Captain is my man. Whenever I go to Vegas, I holler at Captain. I'm like, yo, dog, let's do it. Captain break out one of them limousines, and we just go hanging up and down the strip. So if y'all going to Vegas for Super Bowl, y'all better catch him before I do. But see, the difference is he'll take your call because you got to work. You got to pay, Captain. It's hard on Detroit for relationships. That's what Jay Goody is saying. But Goody, it's hard everywhere on the relationships. Don't think that your situation in your relationship is any different than anyone else's. It is not. Because if you think of what you and your better half is going through, you're the only person going through it, that is your first mistake. Believe me, somebody has been hurt just like you under the same circumstances. If you're a guy and your woman cheated, guess what? That happens every day. If you're a girl and he cheated on you, that happens every day. You will get through it. Okay? That's my man, Captain. He was like, I always got you, D. That's my brother like none other from another mother. But be advised, getting back to what I was saying, your situation is not unique to this planet. You're going to be hurt. In this life, you will be hurt. Get ready for it. Let me tell you something about me. My little heart has been beaten, stomped, kicked, dragged through asphalt, blood, you know, and it's still pumping. And there have been points in my life where I've had built a wall around my little heart just to protect it. But after a while, maturity, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding has allowed me to pull that wall down. And like, okay, you know, that's why I put on the whole armor of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the whole armor of God when I step out this door every day. Stepping out in faith. That's what it's all about, baby. You have to have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, though. Those three things. Seek those three things. You will be fine. Trust me. Jake Goody says you can go somewhere else and find a good relationship because in Detroit, everyone knows everyone. That's the same thing in Atlanta. Same thing in LA. Same thing in Chicago. It's just bigger and smaller cities. That's the same thing. Don't think it's just unique to this city. And another thing, to see, here's what Jay Goody says. People talk about each other too much. They talked about Jesus. Come on. I don't care what people say about me. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. I don't care. I guess that's why a lot of people don't hang with me, but then again, conversely, that's the reason why some people do hang with me. Captain said that's why you have to pimp up, not that way, but knowing how to talk to her, treat her, and getting to know her. Exactly. That's exactly what I've been saying all day. See, Captain wasn't here for the whole show, and he just spit what we've been talking about all day. And Corey says it's even harder for a pimp with relationships. And
Captain says no matter where you go, it's the same person. Absolutely. They might be in different skin, but it's the same person. Listen, guys, this is Bobby Hutcherson. I want you guys to click this link. I'm going to post this link on the WJZD on my Facebook page. You'll see it there a lot easier. Go to my Facebook page. This link will be there. And get your tickets for tomorrow night. Smoke Jones, Laura Raines, and yours truly. I'll be your MC. Aretha Franklin's Jazz Cafe is located inside the music hall, right downstairs. You know, right when you walk in the front door and you see the stairs going down, that's it. Drinks are fabulous. Food is awesome. Atmosphere is amazing. And what you're about to hear tomorrow night, smooth vocals, awesome music, and we're going to have a good time. I played Friends and Strangers already this morning, Jay. Jay, come on down there. Come on down to the Aretha Franklin tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. This is music from Bobby Hutcherson. He calls it Slow Change. And this is the live cut. Listen, guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Make it a good day on purpose. Do it with authority. Captain, don't worry, because, incidentally, everybody, before I go, I'm making an announcement that I haven't told anybody except the people at work. I will be retiring this year. I'll still be on the air. I just won't be working for the government. Yeah, I figured it's my time. I got to take care of Auntie. I got to take care of the radio station, and I put in my time. I'll be 65 November 30th, and December 1st, I'm retiring from government work. It's been a blast meeting all those wonderful people out there at the airport and some not so nice people out there. It's been cool, but it's my turn to burn. Now, let me sign off the proper way. Make it a good day. Do it with authority. Be the reason why somebody smiles today. And if you're alone, be alone because you want to be. Not because you've been hurt. Not because you've been scared. If you believe in our Savior and our Lord, our Savior, Jesus Christ, you have nothing to fear. Whom shall I fear? Because if he is with you, who can be against you? Have a great day. Cheryl, I hope to see you tomorrow night. Stick around. Hey, guys, stick around for the next hour. 2 in a row from Jared Lawson, who is also coming to town. We'll talk about that later. 2 in a row from Jared Lawson and Jeff Lorber. Johnny Lawrence is on the way next hour. Horace Silver, Isaac Hayes, Hubert Laws, Jennifer Hugan, Jill Scott, Joe McBride, Bobby Porter, all next hour musically. Remember to make each and every day count. We are WJZD Radio Detroit.com. Make somebody smile. Make it a good day. Thanks for watching. Peace.